Hey guys, I'm Steff and welcome back to my beauty stash. Today we're trying out some new e.l.f. cream blushes. I picked up 7 of their 8 brand new putty blushes from their website. I believe, when did I order these? I want to say I ordered these a little over a week ago and I just got them yesterday. So today is Monday when I'm sitting down to film this video and they actually came in on a Sunday. Go figure, FedEx is delivering now on Sundays. I guess it's because the holidays are right around the corner. So these little cream blushes retail for $6 on the e.l.f. website. So I'm looking at the website right now and there are 8 different shades and I only got 7. The shade I did not pick up, which I'll insert a picture of here, is the shade Maldives. And all of these blushes are named after gorgeous islands around the world and in the Caribbean. And it's just really making me want to travel and take a beach vacation. I usually go on one every year. With the exception of this year, I think all of us just had a staycation, unfortunately. So I'm crossing my fingers that next year is going to be very different and I will be able to go relax for a week on some exotic beach somewhere. So that is the goal, right? But let's get down to business. Let's start talking about these new blushes. And I have them all in this cute little bag that I got at the Dollar Tree. I also want to tell you guys that I picked up this new brush that they had, and this is meant for their putty primer. This is the little spatula right here where you can dig the primer out of, and then of course you use this to apply it with. But I've been using this for the cream blushes. I have been playing around with them yesterday and today, and I actually wore the shade Bahamas today. It lasted a pretty good while. It kind of faded out towards the end of the day, but I didn't really do anything special to it. Like normally I probably would have set it with some powder, but I didn't have any powder on me and I was wearing a mask for most of the day. So I would say that they do hold up fairly well. Let's go ahead and let me first take you into arm swatches of all 7 shades. I'm going to be doing these with indoor lighting and then I'm going to insert some pictures of the swatches in outdoor natural lighting. So of course you can see what they are going to look like on a fair to light skin tone. So this first shade is Bali. This next shade is Fiji. Next is the shade Caribbean. This next shade is Bahamas. Next we have Bora Bora. This is the shade Tahiti. And last but not least is the shade Turks and Caicos. These are 7 of the 8 new e.l.f. putty blushes. These are their cream blushes. And this is indoor lighting on a fair to light skin tone. All right, guys, so now we're going to do swatches on the cheeks. I am wearing just foundation. I don't have any powder on my face. I did add a little bit of bronzer up here to my forehead and to my nose, but I'm not going to apply bronzer over here just because I really want you guys to see what the cream blush is going to look like. And the foundation that I'll be wearing and reapplying throughout today's video is from The Ordinary, and this is the Coverage Foundation. I am wearing the shade 1.2N Light Neutral, and if you're wondering about the other makeup I do have on, which I tried to be very minimal today, I will have it linked in the description box down below. As always, guys, some of those might be affiliate links, so if you end up shopping through them, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. So let me zoom you guys in and let's get started swatching these new e.l.f. Putty Blushes on the cheeks. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first go in just applying these with my finger and see what type of application I get, and then I'll use the little e.l.f. brush to kind of buff it in, and that way we can see how it kind of spreads out on the cheeks. And this is what the actual component looks like. They do have the shade names right here. It's kind of hard to see though, but that is the only place where it has the shade name. And the first one we're gonna go in with is the shade Turks and Caicos. So you do get pretty good pigment, pretty good payoff. And it is blending with my finger pretty nicely, actually. Okay, let me go ahead and start buffing it in. Add a little bit more right here. So that blends in really nicely. I do like this brush too. I like the size of it. It's like perfect for the cheek area. But you can see that it does sheer out more so with the brush than if you just go in with your finger. But I think if you really want to get the payoff, then definitely just use your finger to blend it out. Now, of course, you can always set this with your favorite translucent setting powder, maybe a finishing powder, or maybe even a powder blush that is the similar shade as the one that you're applying from the e.l.f. line. And I think that'll just give you that extra staying power, that longevity, because sometimes I feel like cream blushes, they can kind of lose their pigmentation throughout the day, especially if you're like a oily skin type like me. I'm a normal to oily. And of course that we're putting on and taking off our masks. So I would definitely set this maybe with a powder. But okay, that's what Turks and Caicos looks like. All right, so now let's go over to this side, and I'm gonna go in with the shade Tahiti. Okay, that's Tahiti blended out with my finger. Add a little bit more right here, and let me start blending it out with the brush. I actually like the shade. This is a very pretty pinkish shade. So I think they're applying really well. And they kind of dry down. It doesn't feel tacky or sticky or anything. So this is Tahiti. And this is Turks and Caicos. Kind of similar, right? All right, let me take this off and let me apply some more foundation and we'll jump into our next two shades. All right, so now we're gonna go in with the shade Bahamas. All right, that is Bahamas. Let me add a little bit more and then go in with the brush. And there is the shade Bahamas blended out with the brush. Now we're gonna go in with the shade Fiji. This looks like such a fun color. Nice red. Ooh, I better be careful with this one. Let me take some off. I'm definitely gonna need the brush to blend this out, but you can see what it's looking like just with my finger. But yeah, and I'm not even gonna add more. I'm just gonna go in, buff this in. See, this brush does such a good job of just blending in this cream blush. I'm really glad I picked up this brush. And I know it's intended for the primer, but it was released alongside these putty blushes, so I thought it would serve the same purpose. So this is Fiji and Bahamas. Next, we're going in with the shade Caribbean, or Caribbean, however you want to pronounce it. Whoa. Ooh, I better be careful with this one. That's like lipstick. Whoa. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to take some off. Wow. So what these shades are telling me is that there is definitely a blush in here for all skin tones. I think everybody's going to be able to find something. So I obviously need the brush, guys, to blend the shade out. But wow, look at the pigmentation on it. Ooh, yeah, way too much here. Whoa, that is some big time blush. So guys, definitely if you pick up the shade Caribbean and you're fair to light skin tone like me, you don't need very much at all. Like, that is a lot of blush. And obviously you just go in light-handed. At least you can see what it looks like. All right, let's move over to the other side now. And the next shade I'm gonna go in with is a light, like a bubblegum pink. And this is in the shade Bora Bora. Ooh, this is a pretty color. Like a true pink color. So that's it blended out with the finger. Try buffing it in with the brush. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. Definitely for lighter skin tones. But wow, I can't get over this blush. So this is Caribbean and this is Bora Bora. And last but not least, we have the shade Bali. I'm gonna apply this one to both cheeks. So that's what it looks like. It's gonna spread out with my finger. This is a pretty color. I think this looks really good with the eye makeup I have and the lippy. All right, guys, so now let me give you guys my final thoughts on these new e.l.f. Putty Blushes. All right, guys, these little putty blushes from e.l.f. are definitely getting a thumbs up from me. I enjoyed using all of the colors, even the ones that were a little too intense for me. I know that just by applying a smaller amount, I'll be able to get the blend and the shade that is perfect for my skin tone. I really love that e.l.f. Like, they did a nice shade range in these blushes. And the other one I did not get, Maldives, really was a deeper toned blush, which I know would look great on somebody with a deeper skin tone than mine. I'm as pale as a ghost right now, but I really appreciate that with e.l.f. And for $6, guys, this is a pretty decent little cream blush. If you're the type that needs to set your face, maybe you're more of an oily skin type, I would definitely go in with like a translucent powder, just very lightly, because you don't want to diminish the pigmentation of the blush. Or like I said earlier, use a powder blush that's very similar in shade to the cream blush. That way you can kind of just set it in place and then you get that extra bit of vibrancy. Blush tends to be the first thing that fades on our skin. But I really think if you just set it down, especially if you are more of an oily skin type, I think you should be good for a good work day. Now, as far as how these blended out, I thought they blended out great. And it's going to be up to you guys, like what your preferred method of application is. Me, I like just dabbing it on my cheeks. And then I really enjoyed using this brush. Like for me, like this is just the perfect little size, like right in here, like right on the apple of the cheeks. I mean, I'm sure I could even use this for cream contour, but this is going to be the only brush I use for these new e.l.f. cream blushes. I thought it was perfect. And let me give you a price on the brush. I think it's $6 as well. So what more could you want, guys? I think that these would make a really cute gift. Like maybe get the brush and like 1 or 2 cream blushes, and then it's a stocking stuffer, or if it's a gift for a coworker who you know loves makeup. I think e.l.f. definitely has a winner on their hands with these really cute little cream blushes. I'm so happy I picked them up. And once again, guys, I will have everything that I am wearing on my face. It will be linked in the description box down below so that you can check them out. So guys, what did you all think of these new e.l.f. Putty Cream blushes? Or not putty cream, Putty Blush. Did you guys like them? Have you seen them? Do you even know they exist? Well, now you do. Sound off below. Are you going to be picking some up? Are you going to pass? I definitely think cream blush has had a moment this year, and we're finishing 2020 strong with e.l.f. and thank God they're at an affordable price. So guys, I want to thank you all so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.